Edges touch, then slip. Time moves past me without my name. Monday, heavy mute, the morning that won't speak. The corner of the world turns a quiet gray. Still something in me keeps a faint desire to move. A tiny glow trembling near my hand. I reach, it drifts, yet its warmth lifts me softly. Scattered heartbeats, you gather them slowly. You make a place where I can breathe again. Friday loosens the shadows, light runs gently into my chest. Saturday, the pain turns into something warm and thin. With you, I feel like I can live. I feel like I can live. Tuesday, blurred daylight, my thoughts drifting somewhere far. Each step softens my spine. The edges of the world loosen and sway. Wednesday, slight numb spark, a quiet moment where fear grows lighter. I haven't given up on my own shape, even on narrow paths I keep moving. At the rim of the noise, a light brushes me, whispering, you're still okay. A hand resting on my chest. Scattered heartbeats, you gather them slowly. You make a place where I can breathe again. Friday loosens the shadows, light runs gently into my chest. Saturday, the pain turns into something warm and thin. With you, I feel like I can live. I feel like I can live. Life sharp corners cut too deep on lonely days, but still, your quiet warmth softens the wound, melting it slow and sure. I light the room on cue, bright laugh, neon shape smile. My footsteps hidden double time, too quick to polish to belong to me. Pre-built answers flicker out. Every yeah, sure, I'm in on autopilot. I scatter myself across the floor like paper sparks, burning only at the edges. A quiet crack forms under break into on the beat. I fake, one shines, one hides in a narrow line. I twist my truth till it fits the frame. Both sides cut from the same design. Tell me which face I'm wearing now, or if they're both mine tonight. I'm here, both here. The room falls into halftime shade. Breath unravels and the honest voice leaks out. Then uncertain, a trembling line of light. I don't hate the nights out. Some nights I want them for real, but the version of me I made presses down on the feeling, bending it sideways till I can't read its shape. So I nod and laugh again, tucking the warp shadow somewhere behind my ribs, where no one looks twice. I split the mask, was back in place, but in place turns in double speed. I chase myself forward before the image art and draw. I break into on the beat. I fake, but both sides breathe from the same spine. I rush my truth through a borrowed voice, trying to hold the splitting line. Tell me which version lives today. I think they both survive the night. Maybe I was never meant to choose. Maybe all my contradictions were just different rooms of the same house. Real, unreal, perform, reveal, both, neither, both. I break into on the beat. I fake, but both sides still from the same light. I twist my lines till they turn to truth. Shade the fracture into my sign. Tell me which face I'm wearing now. I think they're both made before the current breaks. I feel a spark beneath the glass. It isn't gone, just hiding still, waiting for my heartbeat to pass.
Sun hits fast on the Bayline Street. Wind skips twice just to match my beat. Every old fear drops off behind. City kept saying don't rewind.
15 years running and the light stays loud, glowing in my ribs like a moving cloud. Streets I left burning still call my name, teaching my pulse how to shift its frame.
Heart breaks rising in a forward rush. Colors jump higher in a lifted hush. I chase that shimmer I can't outgrow, pulling me back to the place I know.
I rise as the daylight flies. Road leans open as the world unwinds. I breathe and the skyline comes future breaks open, clean and white, running with the glow I keep inside.
Steps out from the shadow. The first it feels like heaven, the last one leaves me hollow. I swear I quit each night, but morning says I follow the same old line, the same old track. I run and run, but always circle back. Circle back. Circle back. I always circle back. Circle back. My phone lights up and I freeze. Not sure what I said last night. I'm done for good. I've sworn it more times than I can count. But walking home again, my hands already know the route. Just tonight, let me feel free. That little thought always unravels me. The first it feels like heaven, the last one leaves me hollow. I swear I quit each night, but morning says I follow the same old line, the same old track. I run and run, but always circle back. Circle back. Circle back. Circle back. I always circle back. Maybe all cravings are cousins. Alcohol, people escape. Different doors, same quiet room where I crack just a little before pulling myself together. The first it feels like heaven, the last one steals my breath away. I'm trying to outrun myself, but somehow I keep turning this way. Some nights breaking open is the only way I feel free. I run and run, but always circle back. I run and run, but always circle back. I run and run, but always circle back. Circle back, circle back, circle back. Footsteps echo down the street as I carry one more quiet excuse on the way home. Yeah. Laundry steam was the breath I meant to speak. Cheap umbrella wavers like my confidence this week. Or bus window fog learns the outline of my fear. Train brake dust wakes memories I keep near. Kitchen hum shifts when my courage gets thin. Plastic cup trembles like I do when nights begin. Fridge light catches truths I tuck under the skin. I break quiet, hoping someone feels it's within. Small signs of the parts I try to hide. Soft breaths from a place I left behind. My pulse turns brittle at the edge of night. One spark and I'm pulled into the quiet inside. I'm stuck with the hours scraped in, yeah, but I hope someone out there breaks like I do within. Neon puddles, but the parts I never meant. I slip and I spiral and start again. No door in the skin I'm living in. Drop dead and the loop pulls me in. Yeah, old laptop glow asks if I'm still okay. Combini ice melts like the plans I misplaced. Coffee drip taps out thoughts I push away. Yeah, all late trainer knows the things I never say. Platform wind presses on the cracks I deny. Dim hallway bus traces edges of my why. Fourth floor echo tells me I've tried, even if I lie. I move slow, wishing someone could hear mine. I strain where the echoes fold in, but something small still tries within. My breath hides where the old wounds sit. One spark and I almost believe in it. I'm stuck where the hours scraped in, but I hope someone out there breaks like I do within. Neon puddles, but the parts I never meant. I slip, then I spiral and start again. No door in the skin I'm living in. Drop hits and the loop pulls me in. Just defense spin warms the fear in my chest. Each turn reminds me of survival errors. Hallway carries the weight I repress. My conchects under the noise I digest. Signs bloom when my hopes once slept. One breath and I stay. Even if I'm a mess, I'm stuck with the hours scraped in, but I hope someone out there breaks like I do within. Neon puddles, but the parts I never meant. I slip, then I spiral and start again. No door in the skin I'm living in. Drop hits and the loop pulls me in. Circles, same old morning light. People laugh around me, I'm always a step behind. Coffee tastes like nothing, still I drink it every day. Walking through the motions feels like yesterday. Maybe I'm fine, maybe I'm fading. Hard to tell the truth of it lately. Still I keep pace with the heartbeat of the street, even when I'm hollow underneath. Funquake, shaking in the daylight, laughing like it's alright, dancing through a half smile haze. Funquake, everybody shining, I'm just out here trying to feel like freedom. Monday hits the brakes, chasing empty feelings weekends never make. City lights are playful, but they never let me in. So I act like I belong here, guess that's how it's always been. Maybe I'm fine, maybe I'm faking all these bright smiles I'm making. Still I keep rhythm with the people passing by, even when I'm empty inside. Funquake, shaking shadow fits inside my stride. Dust drifts slow in a shop that forgets the day. One pair of trousers sways like it remembers breath. Creases hold the posture of someone I never knew. A season buried deep in the seam still carries heat. A trembling name stitched beneath the waistband shivers with echoes of steps I cannot see. Touching the thread pulls a distant room toward me, as if a quiet life exhaled through the cloth. Your shadow fits inside my stride. On the stairs, the fabric lags a moment behind. A delay shaped exactly like your old walking habit. Slowly that habit folds into my own. Two rhythms meeting on a single line of thread. My weight rewrites the angles you once left. Your motion soften into my moving now. Someday when someone else inherits this stitch, our layered traces will lean gently into their limbs. Your shadow fits inside my stride. Fading tremor, teaching the cloth the future it has yet to hold. Your shadow fits inside my stride, and the lives we left will guide someone's breath in time.
Inside my It's like headlines in my phone. Too many numbers, bills I still don't own. Voices in the city say I'm moving slow, but I keep spinning thoughts I never show. Text letters folding in my half-lit room. Plans I make collapsing far too soon. And I chase the sunlight, but it fades too fast. Trying to breathe while the world runs past. I keep carrying more than I can hold, wishing I could let go before I fold. If I could mute my mind just for a night, maybe I'd feel my heartbeat come back right. I want a little less pressure and a little more sky, a little more laughing without asking why. I overthink every step that I try to take, but I just want joy I don't have to fake. Turn down the noise that's crowding my head, mind on mute and the colors return again. Midday drowning in the messages I missed. Every choice feels heavy in my fist. People say to loosen up and let things slide, but I keep dragging storms around inside. I want a moment where the wave feels light, where my pulse runs free instead of tight. Maybe I'm close to something breaking through, a softer future I could slip into. I keep carrying more than I can hold, but maybe I can learn to lose control. If I can mute my mind just for a night, maybe I'd feel my heartbeat come back right. I want a little less pressure and a little more sky, a little more living without needing to try. I overthink every dream that I chase and bend, but tonight I just want the noise to end. Turn down the rush that keeps pulling me thin, mind on mute and the world opens in. Keep my heartbeat loud as the skyline bends, rushing through the worries I used to defend. Colors burst open where the night begins, pulling me forward past the weight I've been in. Mind on mute, but I'm waking inside the sound, bright enough to lift me off the ground. Let the echoes roll out slow and warm. Every quiet pulse reshapes my form. I'm not fearless yet, but lighter tonight, carried by a rhythm pulling me toward the light. I want a little less pressure. Where you lead me, the whole world turns to light. Every step you pull me forward opens up the sky. Every step you bring me higher turns my breath into light. Where you lead me, the sky unfolds in the every color in the evening rises into light. Where you lead me, the night becomes a field of stars, and the light lifts me higher. I shrink the tone before it hits the air. Cut corners on my voice so no one feels the edge. Half lines scattered like this, falling out of shape. I trim each feeling down to something harmless. You ask, you good, and I nod too fast to practice echo smooth and weightless. My name folds inward when you turn away, leaving a hollow curve I keep filling. I take your trouble, split it, hide the wound inside my silence. You don't notice what I trade to stay gentle. I flirt you softly to protect your quiet. Every time I mute the heat under my tongue, I lose a piece, then call it kindness. I say it's fine though nothing sits right. The phrase twists and slips through my teeth. Quick sparks of thought, too sharp to share, vanish before they rise. I tint my tone warm so you stay steady, but the warmth drains me clean. Any care I give redraws my outline thinner, narrower, nearly gone. I hold your comfort tighter than my own. You don't notice what I trade to stay gentle. I open cracks so you never feel the strain. Each time I shield your quiet with my quiet, I drop another part of me and let it pass. Kindness, 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 let it pass. Kindness, kindness. If care means vanishing, I've given more than form can. You don't notice what I trade to stay gentle. I open cracks so you never feel the strain. high beats.